What's up, guys? It's Phil here from Tamed Waters. I'm going to bring you guys along for another import order, and this is a pretty exciting one. Shipments are delayed again, like almost a full day, so we'll see how things come in. I mean, I can't really do anything about that, so that kind of sucks, you know? So if things need a couple extra days to rejuvenate back up and stuff, then I'll have to let them do so before selling, of course. And then some things come in a little worse usually than good, so we'll see how this goes. It's kind of a rough morning. It's 4:30 a.m. I went to bed about 12:30 last night, and last night I made the post about the stingrays, like literally my favorite thing in the whole entire store. Some endangered tiger stingrays. Was doing my normal water change. I don't even let any of my employees do water changes on these guys, so I know it has nothing to do with that. And they just started acting funny, like they started swimming towards the top of the tank, and then all of a sudden they acted like they were having seizures, which I've seen it in stingrays before, and I've tried to save them before, and I have saved some stingrays. Like I've been known in actually Minnesota to I've imported stingrays before I even had the store. So I've had them for years, so this was really weird, and I've heard of tiger stingrays being super fragile for people. So they died literally, I said a few minutes later on my post last night, but honestly it was like seconds. I've never seen stingrays die this quickly. All of a sudden I looked in the tank after I was counting the cash drawer, and I saw the erratic behavior, and I looked down there a few seconds later and the breathing was completely stopped. And believe it or not, me and my employee Elijah, we actually did try to do a little CPR, not like mouth to mouth, but we did like some compressions, because I've saved a few fish like this, believe it or not. I don't talk about that much, but it's kind of weird, and it works. It has worked in the past for me. But anyway, I just want to be completely transparent before people start to ask me questions about these stingrays, because that would probably break me down a little bit. So I wanted to make that post last night. Super frustrated with myself. I don't know what happened. I think it's the city water, to tell you the truth. But anyway, I'll bring you guys along for this import order, which I was super excited for until this stuff happened last night. I'm still excited. I'm trying to keep a positive note because I'm bringing in some great fish for you guys. So here we go. Let's get started, and I'll bring you guys right along to the airport. Woke these guys up by accident. Obviously the garage door turns on the light. These little feather feet guys are called West of England tubblers. Pretty cool little pigeon. Keep these in the garage in my quarantine after I'm done breeding them for the most part. I do have a couple breeders in here, but these are usually young ones in here right before I'm going to trade them or sell them to other hobbyists. Then you look out here, pitch black out, pretty much. Neighbors' sprinkler system's going on because it's, like I said, 4:30 a.m. So let's get started. Here we go. I do not have coffee yet, so we'll have to find some on the way. Probably stop just at some Holiday gas station, get some gas station coffee. So much needed this morning, let me tell you.
I smell sex and candy here. Who's that lounging in my chair? Who's that casting devious stares in my direction? Mama, this surely is a dream. Yeah, mama, this surely is a dream.
Alright guys, we arrived at the airport. We made pretty good timing. So good, in fact, that they're not even ready for me yet. They're not opened. But I just wanted to take a moment to talk about things again. Still thinking about the stingrays. It's not going to leave my mind for a long time. And it sucks because I consider myself an experienced fish keeper. So I did want to take that moment to talk to you guys about, mistakes do happen. And even if it's not even my mistake, I did everything I normally would have done. I used dechlorinator right away and throughout the water change. Temperature was good. And then I even have some pre-filters on the water line, but I'm pretty sure they're on their way to being expired. I have to change them. So, but I used to never have those on my lines before when I owned the store before. So anyway, mistakes do happen if you do make a mistake. I know people have fish die when someone's spraying insecticides outside their windows and they blow in the windows, or if you spray some perfume in your room. This can kill smaller animals, especially shrimp and stuff like that. But these stingrays, man, that hurts. It sucks. I got I actually got some stingrays coming to shipment. I didn't want to tell you guys too much of what's going on, but it's like I'm excited for them, but it's not like these wild, like super rare stingrays that I just had in my store that not many people in the USA even have. Like I was hoping to breed them and then donate them to some of like the aquariums, you know, like the Georgia aquarium and places like that, just to get this rare species out there. So that's why it kind of stings and sucks. Again, I think it was the water. I think something, you know, sometimes the city flushes like a whole new batch of like chlorine and chemicals and all this other stuff throughout the water, and you got to really keep an eye on your fish, because I've noticed some issues in the past, like just random times in the spring and fall. So maybe they're doing that to prepare for fall. I have no idea. As down as I am, life still goes on. I've never been like a super downer person, so I'll try to like get through this. But I also wanted to take a moment to say, if you know, like quarantine's been hard for so many people, like, I don't know, divorces, kids, you know, everything's been hard on families and relationships and friendships. If anyone ever needs to talk, just shoot me a message. I'm always up. Clearly I sleep about 4 hours a night. Not good for my health. I was in the hospital for cardiac issues yesterday. But I'm always here for you guys, so let me know. I'll seriously give you guys a call on my personal phone number. It doesn't even matter. If you guys need to talk, let me know. And shoot me a message. I'm always there to reply. Sometimes a couple days late. I know there's a few people nagging me right now. They've been calling the store like, oh, Phil hasn't answered his phone in 2 days. Or the messages in 2 days. And I'm like, yeah, well, I'm a human being too, so I got stuff to do. I work as a nurse. I got some other stuff in life going on, so there's some huge planes arriving right now, and they're about to open the doors here, so I'll let you guys go until I get things packed up. There it is, guys. Got my own pallet of fish today. This is awesome. Pretty excited, as much as I'm trying to be positive. So I gotta get these guys home. They're a little bit delayed, so we'll see how things are. I gotta see if I can even pack them into FJ Cruiser. It's a nice vehicle for like wintertime, because it's not like a truck, because I can heat the whole inside. But then when it comes to like 10 boxes like this, it makes it a little harder. So I'm gonna start packing. Here we go. All right, guys, we're all packed in. As you can see, a bunch of boxes. I've even had to put one on top of my subwoofer and amp. Probably not the best idea in case any water leaks. But you gotta do what you gotta do when you have this many fish coming in. Here we go. One of the crappiest things about Minnesota in the summertime is the construction. I know there's construction all over the world, but with our winters, how rough they are, every single summer, construction on all the same highways. Don't know why they can't figure out a method to make like a better product that will last maybe a couple years longer. Anyway, so I had to go through a bunch of detours on the way here. And I'm sure I got a few detours on the way back to the shop here. So here we go. See you when we get back to the shop.
It's the life of a scholar. 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 S for scholarship, achieving those aims.
All right, we're back at the store. What the store looks like right when we walk in. Kind of a little messy. Bunch of crap over here from when the stingrays passed, unfortunately. I had water changes going and everything. So that brings back some bad memories from last night, but we'll get started on the new order. Here we go. Here we go, guys. We got them in the store. We got a little bit of help. Except for Elijah ain't here yet. He's probably still snoozing. But I'm going to start opening and see how things look. Like I said, they were delayed, so I'm not sure exactly how things are going to look, but we'll see. Alright, here you can see I'm filling some tanks. Well, we changed this water last night, and then we had that stingray disaster. And I just didn't have the energy to come back here and fill them. So I'm filling them now. Hopefully the water's good today. I'll add a bunch of prime, of course, and then I got to put my medications in here. These are the guppy tanks, so getting those ready right now. Here's an example of how the bettas come in. Tiny little bags. That's a pretty small betta right here, so you can see this is the size of the bag right here. Head's pretty much out of water. There's just enough water so they can travel here, stay wet, but bettas can still breathe, which is nice. I think the packers do this just to save money on shipping, and so there's not too much water in there. But bettas, for those that don't know, when you ship them out, they need more air than water. So if you're shipping to another hobbyist, put like an inch of water for every 4 inches of air, you know what I mean? So it's, you just gotta, air's more important than water for these guys. You know, they gotta stay wet, of course, but they need the air more importantly. These are the grade A, and we're doing grade B placots as well right now. You can see how dark we keep the water. Tannins from the almond leaves keeps them real nice and healthy. These guys just came in. You can see they're a little, not really clamped like sick clamps, they're more like weak. This is how the bettas always come in. Crappy thing about this delayed order is the customers come in today and they see that, so hopefully they watch these videos and see that, you know, we need a day of adjusting these guys. I have a shorter time period to sell these fish because I have another order coming in 2 weeks for these guys. So I'm still gonna sell them after I feed them and get them rejuvenated up, but they're not gonna look as good as usual because we usually give them like 4 or 5 days of rest without customers in here. So there you go. Here's a little sneak peek of what we got going on this morning. A lot of beautiful stingrays. I will show you them as I acclimate them in a container so you can see them better, but opening a box and seeing this is quite exciting. This is gonna be a little hard, but let's see if I can do this. Show you guys how we do it. So I've shown you guys these containers before. I get them at like Kmart or Walmart or whatever those kind of crappy stores are. And there we got one. This guy started shaking just like the stingrays that died last night right when I pulled him out of the bag. And then he started doing, like, his disc started curling up a little bit, which is never a good sign with stingrays, like right away. So he had some sort of ammonia shock or something right after I opened the bag. So I'm going to show you guys how I added some fresh water from the tank already. I'm going to show you guys how I can adjust these stingrays for the most part. The ones last night, that was kind of a little difficult, and I've never seen that before, but these guys should come back. Let's see if his gills, look at his gills going. They were barely going just a little bit ago. And I'll show you how I rejuvenate these guys back. I got 3 of the rays in this container right now. The 2 smaller ones are the last 2 I put in. Those seem to be adjusting way easier than a slightly larger one. That's why with most fish you'll see breeders and sellers try to sell smaller sizes and ship smaller sizes, is because they do travel a lot better. Alright, these guys are about ready to go in the tank in a little bit here. It's been about 15 minutes. These ones I put in this container, but I don't have an extra bubbler over here. I'll just show you how I improvise, even though I could really make a bubbler real quick. But let me show you. Go over to the tank, grab a little container of water, and then you just, this is all you do. So oxygenation, obviously they need oxygenation after coming from all the way overseas. But also this dissipates a lot of the ammonia. The ammonia will release, and stingrays and other fish, but stingrays mainly release a lot of ammonia. Look how much more active they're becoming. This is all, so the one thing I did a little different with this container is I almost did no water. So I cut the bag, poured the stingray water in here, and then I put the stingray in the container with just pretty much tank water. Just because I just wanted to see on this first batch how they would do. And they're adjusting a little better with the tank water, which I'm happy that the tank water is good today, unlike yesterday. So, look at these beauties, black diamonds. Gotta be quick, so you can see I got them all, I dumped most of the water back in the bucket. Tank's kind of dark, so I'm just adjusting them with no light so they can adjust just fine. And there's barely any water in there, and the water you saw in there was bubbly and slimy looking. That's the ammonia that I'm keep talking about. Stingrays in particular. That's with the lights off. Wait till you guys see them later today with the lights on. Alright, when you open up a stingray box and it looks like this, it's usually not a good thing. See the sick, like the dirty water, and you see how it's floating up there? It's bad. Let me show you how I'm gonna get him fixed. Took out most of the water, as you can see. A little slimy at the bottom of that water. Going in this tank. there the babies go. They love their fresh water. And then the one I just showed you in the clip before, look how good he's looking already. Remember he was curled up in the bag on the top? We'll get this guy some oxygen. He's already breathing actually pretty decent because I've been doing the container method on him, where you drop the water from above and create oxygenation. It's looking pretty good. This beautiful black diamond ray is having a super rough time. As you can see, disc curling up, was very inactive. I tried putting it in the tank for a second just to get it completely fresh water, and it flipped over on its back. So I'm going to try my best to get this guy back. I'll keep you guys posted on, and I'll try to be as transparent as possible, show you what happens and what doesn't happen here at fish stores, unfortunately. Here we have a few Matoro / Black Diamond and other stuff, hybrids, whatever they use to hybridize these. You never really know when you're getting stuff from Asia. However, they look fantastic, and these will be one of my cheaper rays. So if you're looking for a nice cheaper ray, these will look fantastic when they get bigger. They're kind of not colored up right now, but even as is right now, they're looking great. Unfortunate news. This guy did not make it. You can already see like the slime coat and his eyes and stuff like that. He came in. This one came in the roughest, and I tried to save him, but there's a ton of other ones doing well. So you know that this guy came in a lot more rough, so that's unfortunate to lose, especially because I lost 2 last night of my own personal ones. And this is a beautiful black diamond, but it's part of the game, I guess. Another super nice batch of hybrids. Look at that guy. That guy's stressed out, obviously. Pink color means ammonia burn, if you've ever seen that underneath a stingray. When I get them in, I notice it doesn't go away even in fresh water for a while, so they're not ammonia burnt, like they're not getting ammonia burn in my tanks, but it just stays on their body for like a couple weeks sometimes, actually. But these hybrids look good. Here's a little batch of black diamond hybrids. Those guys in Asia, they usually cross them with pearl or Matoro or something else. But these black diamond hybrids look real nice. One of them was curling just like the one that just passed away. And I started acclimating him first and really adjusted him. And I think it's actually that one right there. He's looking a little better, so I'm hoping he recoups. The other one obviously perished pretty quickly, but this guy's looking good. Same with the rest of these guys. Let's see. Look at those guys. Looking good. Roll over here. Super depressing to look at this tank now, where the tigers used to be. And then we got the Matoros over here. Hybrid Matoros. They're looking good. Peacock bass, don't know what to think of them. They're a little nervous. First time seeing stingrays. Still have a few hybrids to go through, I believe, but I had to come bring you over here and show you what I'm most excited for. Check out these guys. Albino pearls. I'm about to get them in their tank right now. Hopefully they do well. Another nice batch of black diamond hybrids. Look at the different patterns. One of the reasons why I opened up the store was my passion for a few things, and stingrays being one of them. So a few of my passions are stingrays, apistogramma, shrimp and dwarf crayfish. But yeah, primarily like stingrays. They've always been my favorite. Freshwater stingrays, so much cooler than any saltwater version of these. Some Matoro hybrids down there, black diamond, focused, so like darker hybrid right down here, even though they could be both crossed with Matoro. And then we got some more Matoro crosses over here. And we got pure black diamonds over here. And I'm going to show you a little treat at the end of this. And of course the albino pearls over here. But let me show you this next thing. Pretty excited for this next thing I'm about to show you. Something we haven't brought in before, even though I've considered it. Let me show you this. Something we've never ever brought in before. Check out these guys. Albino soft shells. Gotta get the little koi out of here real quick. They're going in here, and yes, I am getting a dock, and I do have basking lights, you know, hot lamps or whatever. And these guys are looking great. What's up, guys? It's the second day after the import order, and I forgot to finish the video last night. Well, I came back to the store, but it was dark in here and I wanted the fish to relax. So we did. I don't think I went through the bettas or whatever with you guys, but I mean, look at this. We got phenomenal bettas in stock, as usual. I mean, we're one of the biggest sellers in the USA of top quality bettas. We got those. Those are half moons. We got females. We got some awesome looking males. Look at this guy. Trying to get a screenshot of him real quick. Alright, but there's plenty of nice bettas in, as usual. I also wanted to show you guys guppies. I'm pretty sure I didn't show you this, but this is the last thing we did. So these are purples. They take a few days to color up. I always tell customers that when I'm shipping them. They look pale when they come in. These guys are already coloring up nice. We got some crown tails. I forget the name of this actual strain. I gotta get it written up here. But they look awesome. I used to not be a fan of crown tails, but these ones look nice. What is this one called? Gold Black Lace, I believe. One of my favorite all-time strains. I don't get in. I think this is the second time in 3 years I've had it in. We have 24 karat golds. We have Santa Clauses. And we have some crystal blues over here. Albino stingrays are looking great. They already ate some breakfast when I came in here. I'll bring you over here. And these guys are looking good. I still got to get a little basking area for them. They've been eating like champ stuff. Just had to stop and show you guys these whiptail or loricaria catfish or whatever they're called. They're so cool. These should be completely sold out. Maybe with this video people will see how sweet. Look how long that tail is right there. And then look at the little whiskers. I've done 2 live videos since this ending this video, so hopefully you guys can still go check out my YouTube video to check out the process that I went through. But anyway, I'm going to end the video here. You guys have pretty much all seen it. And hope you guys have a good one. Thanks for your support.